Easy.
Our adventures are in full swing, and we can't wait to show you our recent footage. With the most exciting being our new catamaran. We are taking on a refitting from the inside out, and hope you watch as we restore her back to her smooth sailing best. We know this huge renovation will take a while, and because we don't want to put our monohull exploits on hold, we'll still be cruising, sailing, island hopping, and bringing you all the fun. We'll grab the saw and the bikini. You grab a seat and a beer, and join us for an exciting new year.
How'd you get in this bed? Did you let her in the bed?
I think it was you.
Oh yeah, it was me. It's first day, you ready to get started? Coffee first?
Yep.
You still ready to get started?
Almost.
Okay.
I'm like a lizard. I'm warming myself up.
Need sunblock inside. Where'd she go? Get your coffee, get a hammer, let's go. Get your coffee, we're getting started. You ready to get started? Okay, it's
Stop the camera.
You ready to get started?
Manually turned it around, and now we are lowering the mast so we can get started.
I need you to come do this.
Okay. Woo, baby. That's awesome. What a good job. Dealing with, we've taken down the mast, which that was only got part of that on camera, but some of it was a little dicey there. The weight of the front of the mast was tilting way forward, of course, before we could move it back. And we had, 22-mile-an-hour gusts that we were trying to work in. And then the sawhorse started rocking and moving on us too, so we were somewhat close to having the mast just go top down right into the water. Thank goodness that didn't happen.
The structure holding up the mast is a piece of wood that runs along the ceiling, and that piece of wood has been damaged. There's a hole drilled for some of the mast lighting, and water came in and soaked the wood, so it became weak, and we have about a 1/4 inch deflection right about here. We're going to brace up, put in some new wood, get it back to original strength, probably stronger than original, and then we can go.
I was supposed to wait for the captain to get started, but I couldn't help myself. I wanted to see if I could knock out some of this fiberglass. And what we decided to do was to use chisels instead of a sawzall or circular saw. I've never worked with fiberglass, but the captain has, and he says the particles, the amount of particles that come from removing fiberglass with a saw are just going to be too many, so we're going to go the chisel route.
More than a lockdown. What we found was mahogany plywood, so we're going to replace it with a red oak hardwood and paint it to seal out any additional moisture.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, that's good. Good call.
Thank you.
The cabin top framing was made out of mahogany plywood too, and in good condition.
One thing I really wanted to do was to widen the doorway. Right now it's only about 24 inches wide, and the captain agreed it would be a good idea, make a big difference in the light that comes into the cabin, and also make the egress a lot easier. Now we can only open it by about 4.5 inches on either side because we do have the helm on one side, and we also don't want to open it too wide because we don't want it to negatively affect the integrity of the cabin top framing either. Okay. We're spending way too much time looking for what we need, so we're getting better at organizing. Let's start putting away what we're not using. God, this is smart. We're sawing into where the board is. Hell no! You gotta go up. Hold on. Once we open the interior wall, we found that they had vertical support beams made of cedar that were encased in fiberglass, so that made a real nice support structure for around the door.
This whole top piece come with it. Yeah, look, this is all solid glass. I mean, glass wood.
The interior walls around the door have been removed, so let's go cruising. We are in the Middle Keys around Islamorada on the bay side, and it looks like it's going to be a smooth ride. It'll take about an hour for us to get to a bridge where we can pass under without having to lower our mast and make it out to Alligator Reef. Crab pot, lobster pot, bobbin and weaving method of driving because they're everywhere. Even in the channels where they're supposedly not to be. In 1855, it was first petitioned to Congress that there be a lighthouse erected due to the continuing loss of vessels. However, it wasn't until July of 1870 that Congress responded by granting $100,000 to start construction. It's situated only 200 yards from the deep Gulf Stream waters.
We made a wrong turn and ended up in the Bahamas.
I think we made the right turn. The lighthouse footings were driven 10 feet down into the coral foundation. It first came into service in November 1873, and nearly 100 years later, in 1963, became automated. It was deactivated in 2015, and a 30 feet tall tower with an automated light now acts as a warning system. For full-length, fun, and less censored videos, please check us out on vimeo.com/sailing and fun. And for deleted content and behind-the-scenes footage, please visit us at patreon.com/sailing and fun. Thank you for helping keep us afloat.